What's going on, everybody? My name is Ron and welcome back to yet another video. Alright, you guys, so today we're going to be looking at the T21. Now this is a crossover machine between T2 and AI Tinnitus. There's actually like 3 different versions of this machine. There's the T2, AI's own brand, and AI's own machine. I believe it's like the one or something. And then it's a company called Extreme Inks. They have a version of this as well. But first, I want to take the time to show you guys something cool, something that doesn't necessitate a whole video, but just a little something I wanted to show off to you guys. That way you can possibly do this for yourself and have your own custom insulated batteries. So this is your typical 18.5 Panasonic battery. Well, you can get different colored insulations, pieces of insulation for them, and then you just shrink wrap them on there. So now I have red ones. So I got these red ones from the shop app. If you don't know what the shop app is, get out there and learn about it. It's quite awesome. They have a whole bunch of stuff. This is called it was called the 18650 battery store, and I got a couple different ones. I got like these Pocahontas ones because I got them on sale. I think these were like, you get like 10 of them or 5 of them for I think like $3. And then I got these ones on sale for like $2. I think I got 5 of them. But yeah, so to make them fit the 18.5, you just kind of cut them down a little bit. I just kind of, put it up like this. Left a little room up top, and then cut it. And then boom, they shrink wrap on there. So now you get your own custom colored batteries. Anyway, let's get back into the T21. So you can tell it's T2's version because it has the T2 on it. It has T2's grip here, which I don't like the looks of this thing, but the function of this grip is top notch. Probably the best grip I've ever had to use, and we'll get into that. We'll get into that here in a second. So I actually pre-ordered this machine from T2 directly, which was the incentive to pre-ordering this was to save a little bit of money from when it first came out. So I actually paid, this retails at $299 plus shipping, so I actually paid like $249, and then I actually had to pay like $60 shipping, which was crazy. So I believe this company is from T2 is from like Taiwan or Thailand. It's not China exactly. I know it's like Taiwan or Thailand or something like that. I might have to check my messages to double check on that. So T2, if I mess that up, I sincerely apologize. But yeah, this isn't from China exactly, but it is from Thailand or Taiwan or one of those T's, I believe. I got a T coming to my brain here, taking my brain somewhere. But yeah, so actually I pre-ordered this thing. I was super psyched about this. My buddy Jonathan Julius told me about this machine. We were super hyped about the Faulhaber motor, and this does have the 3-watt brushless Faulhaber DC motor. And it actually, the box is actually it's an iPhone box. And you don't believe me, here's one right here. It had like the pull tab at the bottom, pull tab up here to open it, do the pull tab. I believe iPhone is the same way, has a pull tab up here somewhere. But yeah, when I first seen this thing, I'm like, that's an iPhone box. But fortunately, that is where the iPhone comparisons stop. It has a 2000 milliamp battery. It says you get 5 to 10 hours depending on voltage. Honestly, I get 6 hours out of this thing if I'm lucky. So I mean, I get the best. I primarily line with this thing. It's a great liner. It does great with 7 or, anything up to a 9. Anything past a 9, it's going to kind of struggle a little bit. I mean, if you drag it, it'll do just fine. Of course, there's going to be somebody out there after I say this that's just blasting 14 round shaders with this, I'm sure. But everyone tattoos differently. That's how I tattoo with it, and that's where I'm putting my foot down. And it's not that it's super powerful. It's just that when you bury your needle, it doesn't bog down and lose power. And that's where this thing is very special, and that's what makes it a great liner for me. Nope, you stay there. Stay over there. That's your spot. This is my spot. And yes, so when I heard it was a 3-watt Faulhaber, I'm like, that's not very much. But that unfortunately it's a lot more powerful than I thought it was gonna be. Sorry, there's a hair flying around here. So like I'm saying, it's not like super powerful, like it's just a ripper. It's just that when you start putting resistance against it, it doesn't like super bog down, and that's kind of the idea that me and Adam came up with. Is probably why the battery life isn't super great. But yes, 2000 milliamp battery. So I personally, I think that it's almost a necessity to get the two version, the two battery version. That way you can hot swap these out. You don't have to worry about it. I was able to get like a whole big session done with this thing without the battery dying, but I was going back and forth with the E70, shading with the E70, putting in blacks with this thing and lining with this thing, and then towards the end of it, when I seen the batteries getting low, I started leaning more and more on the E70. But overall, the build quality of this thing is amazing. So like I said, it retails at $299. This thing feels like a $600-700 machine. Easy. You got your consolidated battery here. You got nice clicky buttons. And the screen is super bright. I don't know what we're gonna do in this video. We might do like the unboxing. I can do like me running it on the fake skin, but then I have to record it through CapCut, and the audio doesn't sound as good through CapCut as I do through OBS here, because I have like filters through the mic that helps with compression and sound levels and shit like that. But yes, love the screen. It has a big hertz reading, big hertz reading here, voltage up here, battery life, and then at the timer here, it's going when it turns green. And I do have to say, I absolutely love the sound of this thing. It sounds nice. And it doesn't have a jump start because it doesn't need one. It doesn't need a jump start. It has good power from like low torque, low volts, you know what I mean? And like I said, the cool thing about this machine is when you bury your needle, it doesn't really bog down. Like I'm saying, it doesn't slow down really when I start putting pressure on the machine. Doesn't slow down, and I don't have to turn my volts up crazy high. I found the best voltage to be like 8.5, 8.7. If you want to get the best battery life, you're gonna turn your volts down. And the folks at T2 told me, they're like, really, 8.5? I think you'll find it best at 7.5. I'm like, well, you can run it at 7.5, it's fine, but you really have to really slow it down. And this to a point to where if I slow down too much is when my lines start to get a little shaky. All right, so let's quickly go through all the positives of this machine. So number one is this Faulhaber brushless motor. It has good consistent power. Even when you start putting resistance up against it, it fights back a little bit to help power through your line work. Two is the excellent build quality. AI tinnitus. This is my first AI machine, and I know it has T2's name on it, but they really knocked it out of the park with this machine. The build quality is excellent. Number three is it's going to be this grip here. It has these rubber O-rings on it, and that is, it does give you a little bit of cushion right here, but that is also there to help keep your wrap from sliding off this way, which happens with a lot of my machines, guys, especially the machines that the grips are flush with the whole body. With these rubber O-rings, it helps grab onto your wrap so your wrap isn't sliding off the entire time. As well as these flat sides, super comfortable, really like that. And number four, I just want to say that T2 has been really great and transparent with this machine. They're really proud of it. They've been kind of working with me, letting me know as soon as it was available to pre-order. They let me know, I sent it through. They kept me updated on tracking and when it was supposed to be here, and even let me know when it arrived before I was home to even know it arrived. I just want to quickly add too that, I love the button setup. It has this nice light here. Has a nice light to let me know it is powered on. I love the clicky buttons. You stay over there. Stay over there. Stay over there. All right, now let's quickly go over some of the things that I don't like or they could do better with on the next machine. All right, number one, it's going to be the battery life of the single version. I've heard people say they only get 4 hours out of this thing tops. That's what I was getting when I first kind of started using it. But once I got a couple charges through it, started getting the battery kind of broke in, I can go about 5.5, 6 hours. If I keep it below 9 volts, it does pretty well. Battery lasts a little bit longer that way. And number 2, this is a big one. Unfortunately, you cannot disassemble it to clean it. That's a huge deal. I know that's probably more of an AI tinnitus thing. If you have an AI machine, let me know in the comments if you can actually break this thing down to clean it. But this is it right here. So yeah, I mean, it has our AI branding here, serial number, certifications, you know, double O-ring. But yeah, that's it. That is it. All right, guys. So up next, I decided that sorry, the dog. We are gonna do a little quick inkless skin test. Bo, will you shut up? That way we can give you guys an example of how hard this thing hits. Let me know if the inkless skin thing does help you or not. I like to add it up, kind of you know, adds a little variation, makes my videos different from other people's. So let me know. I did use the mic with my new camera, which isn't super great, but it is nicer than having to do a voiceover, because I kind of go off top when I'm, you know, actually doing that. I don't have to make shit up off the top of my brain when I'm doing voiceover. So let me know what you think. All right, gang, here we are again. We're gonna do a little quick inkless skin test with the T21 12-17 round mag from Precision, 3.5mm taper, so a medium taper, I guess. But yeah, so here we go. I tried this once already, but I had the volume down hella low. I'm just going to use my camera microphone. It's just temporary until I get a better one. I just don't like doing voiceover on the CapCut app. I don't know, it just sounds different. So this one's probably not going to sound better, but it will also give you a good example of how hard this thing actually kind of like hits, you know. So we're going to keep it at 7.4 or 77 hertz. Your throw. Lord, it sounds like it's hitting the table. I can guarantee that my neighbor can hear this downstairs. Anyway, that's it. Really like this thing. It's been the daily driver for the past few weeks, month, 2 months actually. I've been using this thing for quite a while. A little over 36 hours on it, so it's going to be a keeper. It's going to be in the top drawer for quite some time, and I will continue to use it until I'm either going to buy another battery for this thing sometime when I have the extra money, or unless something really good comes along, might just get replaced. I don't know. Hopefully AI Tinnitus reaches out and sends me something. That'd be cool, right? Anyway, T21, it's a keeper. Alright, you guys, that's going to do it. Thank you, T2, for the pre-order. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and if this is your first video, subscribe. Consider watching some more videos. Really helps out a small channel like mine. If you're interested, I do have merch down below, all designs that I drew myself, and I do have them as cheap as possible. Most of them I only make my light died. Anyway, most of them I only make $1 off of, because I'm not really worried about the money. I want to get the brand out there. So let me know what you guys think. I love you guys. Peace.